A very warm welcome to everyone. Today on Thoughts on Education, we have with us Mr. Ranjit SV, the Executive Director at SVR Group of Institutions. To talk about Sir, Sir is a computer science engineer and an MBA in International Business from Liverpool University, England. And from 2009, Sir has been serving as the Executive Director at SVR Group of Institutions. To talk about SVR Group is a Bangalore University affiliated college in Bangalore and offers courses in BCom, BCA, BBA, and MBA. So we are really honored and delighted to have Sir today on the panel. A very warm welcome to you, Sir.
Thank you, Tejas. Thank you so much for having me here.
Sir, to start off with the interview, my first question would be that you started being in this position as Executive Director at SVR from 2009. What was the vision that you saw for the college and the whole group? And almost 11 years now, that how far along you have come, sir?
Yeah, actually, I come from a family of educators. My whole family being into teaching or administration of school and college. So in the beginning, I was a part of this as an administrator, and now I'm completely involved in academics, pedagogy, co-curricular, educational infrastructure, student counseling, and educational policy matters. So the opportunity of preparing a young student is the best thing I could be doing. So I'm happy to be connected with this education sector. And the vision has always been to provide affordable education. When, as you know, we have so many young students who are, ready for higher education, and there's a lot of opportunities for an entrepreneur to start a college and to offer various courses under Bangalore University. And in Bangalore especially, it's a great place to start a college where the students can venture out into either starting up a business or getting into a corporate life. So definitely it's been challenging, and that's the whole vision and mission of the college, make sure we nurture the student very well and to make sure he's ready for the future.
Right. So thank you so much for that answer, sir. My next question to you would be that being at the position of a high-level decision making, sir, a lot of people must be looking to you for inspiration and hope, sir, and leadership definitely. So what is the leadership style that you follow, sir, at SVR?
First of all, in education, we have to be passionate. And definitely, as you said, we have to motivate the young students. We have to be an inspiration for them. And a lot of, we have to instill the basic fundamentals in the student. And also somewhere down the line, we have to take care of their academics part as well. So leadership definitely has to, leaders in education has to evolve right now, because a lot of technology has been incorporated in this medium right now.
Right.
You can see that as we are past 20-25 years, the education sector has been changing, evolving so much, and we have to adapt with how the job offerings are from the various sectors as well.
Right.
So yes, that's about it.
Perfect. And sir, how do you ensure that the curriculum at SVR, of course it's affiliated to the Bangalore University, but what are some add-ons in the curriculum that SVR provides that makes it the best practice in the industry,
sir? Bangalore University, as you know, we come under AICTE and UGC. So there's a well thought out curriculum which they are offering at Bangalore University, and it comes under CBCS, and we are following it up. And apart from that, yes, we need to take care of the other students' needs as well. Co-curricular is one thing,
right,
and a lot of industrial collaborations, and where academia from different places, we welcome them into the college for seminar, presentations, case studies, role plays, and to definitely boost the confidence of the students, to venture out and become something. And we start as simple as just a communicative tool. They have to communicate well, and all these things. As simple as that. And yes, that's what we are providing in our college.
Sure, sir. And sir, any insights into how your college can be more welcoming to students from different race or different economic backgrounds?
Yeah, see, that has been the policy from day one. As you know, as I told you, Bangalore being, the metropolitan city, and there's a lot of scope for a college to grow in this city. And since the policy also allows, no discrimination or any, we welcome all students here, and it's
Right.
basically that um, there is no differentiation between, which we as a college can do for any student. Any student, and and a lot of scholarships to boost one's, if he's unable to pay up, or we welcome all kind of students. I mean, from any background, and that's how the college will work, and that's how the whole the policy is been set up.
Right.
There is no differentiation, and all students are definitely enjoying in my college.
Sure, sir. And sir, what would you say that is the greatest strength for SVR College?
Basically, we are a team of passionate educators. So, um, as an executive director, when I recruit a teaching professor, to the college, the first thing I look at is, are they passionate about, the students? It's
Right.
just not about the students facing examinations today
Right.
and getting marks. Sincerely telling you that we have got many centums in universities. We have got a gold medal from Bangalore University, and our students can, are very bright in academia. But it's not only about teaching. The lecturer or the professor should be very passionate about dealing with students,
Right.
and to deal with various other factors of the student as well. So that's, I feel, is the next factor for us. And I, being young in this sector, I also see myself as a student when I look at other students and try to understand them in my perspective. And yeah, so I think um, I can deal with students' issues, and that's one thing which, I'm not a person who has 30 to 40 years of experience, or who studied in the 70s or 80s, where I cannot connect with the latest students. I can connect with most of them, and that's been our X factor, I can say.
Uh, and sir, being the executive
Along with,
director. Yeah.
and I want to add that, along with a very experienced secretary. Yeah,
Sure, sir. Thank you
it
so
makes
much.
it a combination.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Uh, And sir, being the executive director, what do you think are your roles and responsibilities to the university as well to the students of SP?
Well, first is I'm accessible, and I'm pretty much here the whole time, and I cater to most of them in as simple issues I can be, or to the level to the university level. Yeah, I'm in constant in touch with the vice chancellors, the registrars, and with the professors, deans. It is mostly about it might be about the curriculum, pedagogy, and how we can change the student, from previous batch to this batch, as per his, the needs. So yeah, I'm pretty much connected with the university and also with the students. I'm there, and we are always trying to add something in the college, in the classroom, in the campus. Same way, I discuss the same thing with uh, the people in university as well, so
Right.
that we can arrange the same thing across the university.
Sure, sir. And sir, when you talk about the curriculum pedagogy, I want to know from you that is there any special programs or are there any special courses or any add-ons that you are planning to bring in the near future that will be really beneficial to the students?
Oh yeah. So as you know, once the student completes his MBA or a master's degree in our college, there is a challenge for him to get a job in the market. And whereas the lot of people, I mean the MNC, the companies ask for specialization such as supply chain management,
Right.
okay, or is he well versed with SAP or any other. So we have a lot of add-ons, to make sure that the student is industry ready.
Right.
We have a digital analytics course, and the SAP FICO model course, and we have around 6 to 7 add-ons where apart from the university course,
Right.
students get to do this in at least two add-on value-added courses in each semester, wherein you will be ready for the industry. Yeah.
Oh, lovely to know that, sir. And sir, actually, that brings me to a very important question that when you talk about curriculum and looking at the benefits, so what do you think? Looking at your vision, obviously, that what do you think should be the few priorities for SPR Group over the next 10 years? Sir?
Basically, and we are trying to put a lot of effort in terms of engaging the students on an everyday. Uh, so he has to make sure that we don't want the students to complete their 4 semesters without just studying all the subjects. So finally, basically the first we have a very good principal in our college where he focuses on entrepreneurship, okay, the developing the entrepreneur skills for the students from the beginning itself. We have 10 years down the line, definitely we want our college to be NAC accredited and probably, get become an autonomous institution or an university. We definitely have a lot of focus on on the center that is a student. We would like to take it forward and we want to welcome students across India, okay? And everybody can come here and study in our college and get into any of the companies in Bangalore. All it's a great place to start up. Bangalore is a great place to start up, and
Right.
so either one of them, definitely they can. That's what I feel. In the next 10 years, we want students to be, and nurture them into future.
Sure, sir. And sir, last two questions from my end, sir. One would be that, sir, what do you think are some of the biggest challenges that you see in higher education today? And what are some of the challenges that you see in HBR as well?
Challenges, yeah, of course, a policy which has been waiting in the pipeline, that is a new education policy which has to be implemented as soon as possible, because the end product, that is the student, is definitely will get benefited from it. And as a college, yes, we as you know, a college is always a growing institution, and definitely a aid from the government. Government, if the policy is decided on, and this policy will be able to make sure the next 20 to 30 years, I mean, this generation will be able to create something or be a part of something which is just for the future for the next 20 to 30 years.
Right.
So yes, for the university and the new education policy is a challenge, and we are looking forward for it because it is high time we implement it, and SVR College also implementing this, and to definitely, as I said, NAC accreditation, and there's a long way to go. Autonomy and university status, yes, we're all geared up for it, and right now, yes, I said, as I told you, we are in the right place, that is Bangalore, and we see a lot of students from different states, students from different countries, students across the globe coming to Bangalore, and such a metropolitan city.
Right.
It's going to be vibrant. The next 10, 15 years is going to be vibrant Bangalore, and vibrant India, and we need such youngsters to come out. We don't want youngsters to be left behind, something which they cannot get. And we are, when we talk about superpower, our youngsters have to be superheroes. I mean, in all spheres.
Right.
So at least, we have to add the superhero quality in all of them. Some quality where, they should not be left behind. I mean, cannot always feel that we're not moving ahead in any,
Right.
as a country which is not moving ahead. We have to move ahead. And the only way to move ahead is the youngsters. You've seen yesterday's match,
Right.
India-Australia match, where the youngsters, where they called the B team, have,
Right.
completely took the world by surprise. By the way, so that's the same thing. Our students, we feel proud if they go out and achieve. And as educator, it's the same thing, Yesterday they were talking about Rahul Dravid, who has nurtured 6 to 7 youngsters,
Right.
and they've gone and achieved in Australia. It's all like, yes, Dravid himself or the BCCI themselves is an institution.
Right.
These youngsters have achieved. Same way, when our students go out and do something, we want that to happen.
Sure.
However, the bigger the challenge is,
Yes.
our youngsters can definitely, provide a solution or, go ahead with their lives.
Sure, sir. So lastly, sir, I would want your advice. As you mentioned, I would want your advice for the current youth and the aspiring students of India. So what would be your advice to them?
Well, advice always, it's an educator will tell the basic thing: honesty and integrity, ethical, moral values. Has to be instilled, and you have to take it forward. And definitely hard work, dedication, without which we can never move forward. And also be self-confident. And there's a lot of opportunities, as you can see, which are present in them, present in our country. So they have to use them up. Okay, so don't blame anybody. Yes, there's a lot of opportunities out there. There's so many places where they can develop themselves.
Right.
Yeah, please use them up. And yes, we are ready. As a college, we usually say yes, we are. Yeah, yes, we are ready for you, and as a student also.
Sure, sir. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you for that advice. That's the end of our interview, sir. I would like to thank you so much for taking out your time and sharing so much about SVR. A lot has come to light about SVR Group and about you and your vision that you see for the college of it going autonomous and having the university status very soon. So we wish you all the very best for that, sir. And thank you once again, sir.
Thank you, Tejas. Nice talking to you. Thanks to College Dunia also for arranging this interview. I hope this I was able to help you out with my answers. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much.